Whakarongo ki te tangi a te kori mako. Kōrero flowing out the hook of force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds, kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā kona whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira hira. Whakarongo pi kari kari mai, hare hare mai. O Taringa hare hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody. Gather up close everybody. Kani move that body. Kani move that body. Tēnei te tai ka whakapiki, tēnei te tai ka whakakake. Ka tai rangaranga ki runga i ngā tai ia o te wā. Tēnā rā koutou katoa, kokoa i te tai turi i o koutou Taringa. Nau mai hoki mai anei ki te whenua pāho. O Taringa e whakapāho atu ana i te piki auahi. Bustling metropolis of Tāmaki, coming at you from under the auspices of Te Wānanga Aotearoa, here at Epiro. We're in studio. Snow is wagging. Wagging! Kei te wagging!
Ai, he mahi anō.
Se ko mā, ko tāwa kei konei ne te ene, e ne manuhiri tā tāwa.
Ai, he manuhiri tā tāwa.
Ai.
And not like so excited to have you here. I tūtaki Taiwa, Maua.
Who you took it to?
Yeah, to our manuhiri.
Yeah, you saying Tawa Maua?
Well, I'm talking to you actually. So
okay, very good.
Ka pai, Erica. Zaelene.
Jared would be proud.
Ki tōna marae, I tērā atu Wiki. So it's so nice to have gotten stuff organised so fast and have you here on Taringa today.
Ia, nau mai haere mai ki te puna pāho o Taringa. Kei te tuahine, i roto i ngā huangatanga o tāwa ki tō tāwa waka ki a tainui. O tira, ki te atu o ngā kāwai whakapapa. E ne mihi ana ki tēnei tūtakihanga o kōrua.
Yeah.
Yes, now I'm looking at you, talking about you two. I'm not looking here. But...
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, haere mai, tēnā koe, kei a koe.
O tira, tēnā korua, aku mihi kia korua tahi mo tēnei pōhiri, mo tō korua rāhiri ki a mātau o Ngāi Tai ki Tāmaki ki tēnei kaupapa. Hoi anō, ko kohu nui, ko ngā pōna toru a pere tū, ko te moinga i haua e pautama, ngā maunga, ko te wairo te awa, ko te Maraetai, ko te Waitematā, ko Tikapa kapa, ko te mānuka nuka, ngā moana, ko Tāmaki makaurau te whenua, ko ngā hapū maha o te iwi nei, ko umupuia te marae, ko Ngāi Tai ki Tāmaki, ko Ngāi Tai, te iwi, tēnā koutou, tēnā korua.
Nau mai, haere mai, tēnā koe, tēnā koutou e ngā maunga i ngā moana. Anei ngā maunga o pirongi o kakepuku e mihi atu nei. Tēnā koe, haere mai.
Tēnā koro.
Kia ora, Zaelene. We usually start off our episodes with a kiwaha o te wiki.
Kiwaha! Kiwaha!
Don't mind us and our sound effects. But, sometimes in a iwi o te wiki episode, it might be a kianga. So, he kiwaha, he kianga rānei, up to you.
He whakataua ki tēnei nā.
Oh, yeah.
Kia mātou, he whakataua ki, he tauparapara rānei, ko Tapuwae o Nuku, ko Tapuwae Ariki, ko Tapuwae o Tai. He kōrero tēnā nā Barry Suter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? So, Tapuwae o Nuku.
Tapuwae o Nuku.
Tapuwae
Ariki, engari, kia rua ngā kōrero tēnā, Tapuwae Ariki, Tapuwae Ariki, Riki e pāniki ngā tamariki.
Ariki, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Ariki, Riki mā.
The footprints of our tamariki mokopuna and the footprints of our highborn chiefs, our rangatira.
Yeah.
So we have the sacred footprints of the earth.
Yeah.
And then likening that's Tapuwae o Nuku, Tapuwae Ariki is referencing our tamariki mokopuna and our chiefs. And then Tapuwae o Tai, our footprints on the foreshore. I mean, takahia ki runga te foreshore, the ripples that send out across the moana.
Yeah.
Hei hono ki ngā whanaunga aha kua kihia.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. Tapuwae o Nuku, Tapuwae.
Tapuwae o Nuku.
Ariki, Tapuwae o Tai.
Tapuwae o Tai.
Tapuwae o Tai.
Okay.
Ngāi Tai, Ngāi Tai. Oh, sorry, I'm in one of those moods.
Yeah, you're in one of those moods.
Yeah, we're going to have fun. Okay, tell me to shut up, Erica.
Barry was on a boat coming back from Te Motu Tapu.
Oh, yeah?
And because in 1981, some footprints fossilised footprints were found in the ash
Oh.
and on Te Motu Tapu, and they were Tapuwae Tangata, Tapuwae Kuri.
Yes.
And they were carbon dated as being approximately around 1397
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
from that timeline. And also the below the ash, supposedly some moa bones, other taonga were found, and a native crow apparently.
Kia ora.
Wera atu momo, what did they say it was? Just bones of ancient things
Yeah.
from long ago were
Kia ora.
found. And so that was quite interesting. And we have the toka still. And the museum took a plaster cast and kept that in the museum, and we have the original toka over on Te Motu Tapu.
Wow. Okay. Where's Te Motu Tapu?
Kei ko atu ngā pona torua peretu.
Oh my God.
I know where she's
I
talking
don't
about.
know where that is either.
Yeah, because she's talking Tāmaki speak.
Okay.
Kei hea tēnā ko te rangi I totongia ai te iho o te mote kapua.
Okay. Yep. Oh, so is that the original or your name for it?
So rangi toto, ngā pona torua peretu is the original name of rangi toto, pre the arrival of Hoturoa and Tamate Kapua. Because then obviously I tini te ingoa.
Yeah. To commemorate.
Come on, it's like when they went fishing, and they come home and they go, it was this big. All they did was change the name to remind themselves that they had a punch-up.
That's right.
Keep it real. Boys have but that was how they recorded stories in the time. And so, with it, we didn't have the flash phones and the fella to do the take diary notes. And so waiho ngā ingoa hou, and that way they could capture those kōrero, those events.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for Ngāi Tai ki Tāmaki, we placed it as part of our treaty settlement to have our original ingoa placed back on the tihi.
Ah, cool.
And so, ngā pona torua peretu, 3 knuckles of peretu. Peretu was born on Motu Tapu.
Kia ora.
And he was, and so our people were living on Te Motu Tapu when Rangitoto came up out of the moana.
Oh. Okay.
And of course, with the eruption also happening, obviously some of our people perished.
Yeah.
Ko wai a peretu I roto I te whakapapa. So if this was before Tainui, who does peretu come off?
So we don't share those kōrero. We don't write about those things. We won't share those things. We're very, rightly or wrongly, we keep those things to ourselves. But peretu, as we say, was born on Motu Tapu, born with 3 fingers on either hand. And he was revered, when he grew up, he was revered and held in high regard, and he went and became the kaitiaki meki on, now known as Rangitoto. And he became the guardian of the island and of the kaka. And so over there we have an area called Te Rāhui Kaka, a peretu. They were his mokai. No one was allowed to harvest them.
Yeah.
Ngā huruhurua peretu refers to the roots of our pohutakawa that hang down into the volcanic caves.
Oh, beautiful.
And it's actually quite creepy to walk into and they slap you in the face. You need a torch.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go there, Erika, you wear your torch.
Yeah, and good shoes.
And taku mahara nei ki tai o kakau mā te kōrero ana mo. I think it's the channel between Rangitoto and Uta ki te raki. Ko te awa o peretu, tētai ingoa e mahara nau.
The Rangitoto channel is known today, but te awaroa peretu. And tētahi wāhi Casta Bay.
Ah, yes.
Kei reira te rahopara a peretu.
Ah, yes.
Kei tēnei wāhi a Takapuna, kei reira a Fort Takapuna.
Kia ora.
E aua wā ko te pā o peretu.
So he lived all around there, right?
Yeah, and then come out these ways out by Umupuia, Kawakawa Bay area. There's Chamberlain's Island, Pōnui Island.
Oh, yeah, Pōnui. That's the one just off Waiheke.
just to one side, or Chamberlain's Island in Nainei. But i aua wā ko te paunui o Peretu.
So you can sort of see te whānui o tana mana
Yeah.
I runga I ngā taunaha.
Yeah.
Ana taunaha, yeah. It's important too, all of the kōrero is, engari, tātou mā, ako ana I ngā kōrero e pānaki, o tātou iwi puta no, ana, tai wā, he nui ngā wā, me ki ngā tātai, hara I ngā waka, kia nei, ko ngā waka no te heke nui, te heke ngā nui
Yeah.
Which is really a big myth, the Great Migration.
Yeah.
Like it's a
It was continuously happening.
Yeah, and but what I want everybody to get is that term. When we say the Great Migration, we have this romantic vision of all the waka landing at once and this flotilla coming in. You know, like, have you seen? Like, don't get on that path. I was going to talk about War Chief. Anyway. But that's the thing, You think, mā tātou te arawa, all the waka, but no, it wasn't like that.
All of them coming at once,
Yeah. And then tūpuna like this, Peretu predates. And then how it's intertwined with the whakapapa of ngā waka. So it's important ki te, mihi anau ki tā koutou whawhai. Kaupē ko te whawhai, engari ko te tō ngaki kia ua I ngā ingoa, because ke roto I ngā ingoa, te whakapapa o te wāhi, o te whenua, me ngā kōrero tuku. That's all for now.
Well, when you're thinking pre-kupe, pre-toi, these are the times with these fossilized footprints.
Yeah.
There was life pre the Great Migration, Miki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Toi Te Huatahi was quoted as having said that te taia te kite, e taia ana te kite te au o ngā ahi, ki runga te whenua.
Yeah.
And kia mātou, well, that must be us, because kei konei tō mātou tupuna whaia huiarangi.
Kia ora.
And ko ia tētahi hoa piri tata pia, kia toi.
Kia ora. Koe anō tāna ingoa, Zaelene, koe?
Huiarangi.
Huiarangi, kia ora.
And so in the wāhi known today as Buckland's Beach,
yes.
kei reira te maunga tūturu o Tāmaki makaurau ko o huiarangi.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Now, why do you say that? I want to pick up on why you said te maunga tūturu. Yeah.
I wondered if you pick up on that.
Yes, of course. Well, when you chuck a tūturu in after, you're talking business.
I say that, I guess in our kōrero, and this is obviously strictly Ngāi Tai.
Kia ora.
Te orokohanga o Tāmaki makaurau.
Kia ora.
Te pakuranga rāhihi.
Kia ora.
The Battle of the Sun's Rays. Our tipuna hine mairangi fell in love with a Westie. Fell in love with a Tapuwae Ariki no te wao nui o Tiriwa. Ko tamai reia. Te pāpa hine mairangi, kare aia e whakai ana ki a rāua. Tā rāua, whakaro ki te moi. And so they ran away. They ran away, they eloped. And Koiwiriki, her papa, raised a war party to retrieve his daughter. And they went and they based themselves at Ohuirangi.
Kia ora.
Kei reira I aua wā, it was a wāhi tapu, there was a tuahu there once upon a time, a stone tuahu. So that was their base. And that's where they conducted their pakanga. Pūtere, Koiwiriki, kept fighting. And apparently it went on for weeks and weeks. And karehe painga, ia taha. And then Koiwiriki asked his tohunga to call tamanui te rā and to karaki atu ki aia and ask him to wake early and catch those patuparehe unawares and fry them in their footsteps.
Yeah.
Following on from that, Pūtere was so incensed at that he woke Mata Oho.
The plot thickens.
Yeah. And I guess I can, because from the kōrero tuku iho, Mata Oho was e hohana, how dare you wake me for something so trivial?
Yeah.
And so nāna yaki kia ruau moko, kia ruatu ki te whenua.
Yeah.
And the whenua split open and the volcanic cones that we know today or pushed out through the whenua. So we have, Tāmaki Makaurau, Auckland City is built on 54 cones.
Yeah.
54 volcanic cones. Rangi Toto is the youngest. That was the last to come up.
Yeah.
So that's why I call it te orokohanga o Tāmaki Makaurau, because the whenua would have changed shape again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mai taua pakanga, it would have changed again, the fires, burning down ngahere, etc., etc. So I just feel like that's te orokohanga is an appropriate name
I like
for the
it.
reshaping of Tāmaki Makaurau. But then after that happened, Koiwiriki realised that neither was gaining any advantage, and so he called his people together, and it was time to return to te ngāherehere o Kohu Nui, where they live.
Wow. Oh, yes, they Kohu Nui. Okay.
In the great forests of Kohu Nui. Kohu Nui is our maunga. It is the highest point in Tāmaki Makaurau, Engari Karetai Tikite.
Yeah.
You cannot see it. You can't see it from inside Tāmaki Makaurau. Only place I've really seen it from is Kaiaua.
Yeah.
Go to Kaiaua and then look back,
Yeah.
and you can just see the tihi. And so they retreated back to the ngahere, and then i tini wa rātou ingoa ki te iwi whenua.
Kia
The
ora.
iwi whenua,
yep.
the scorched tribe.
Right. And then you got the Whenua Rangers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, kei reira te ingoa.
Yeah.
Te iwi whenua, the scorched tribe.
Yeah.
But through colonisation, through a lack of understanding of those pūrākau,
Aye.
colonials have taken the names and made them wahi,
Yeah.
whenua names.
Yeah.
Ingoa whenua, ingoa,
Yeah.
wahi. So, so now we're kind of working through those processes with various groups in that area, just letting them know, the pūrākau, and saying, we'd appreciate if you didn't call yourselves whenua this and whenua that, because you're not of our iwi.
Yeah.
E harei tētahi wahi. So,
That's good. And, keep it up, because there'll be one generation for it to truly change, eh? But it'll happen. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Too much. Kia kaha.
it's understanding that, it's the Pākehā boundaries don't exist in te ao Māori.
Yeah.
And ko Tāmaki, in my kōrero, in my intro kōrero, ko Tāmaki Makaurau te whenua. And now kōrero, Tāmaki is the pāpā o Huiarangi.
Kia ora.
So, ara ko Tāmaki Makaurau, but again, Tāmaki Makaurau, it's just speaking to the many, many resources that our whenua, our moana had i aua.
Yeah.
It's not speaking about some hunk
Yeah.
who was good with wahine.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because that's the kōrero I've heard is that one.
Yeah. No, can't.
Where'd you hear that one?
And
Just, I
probably
don't
some
know.
fella.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pera kia kahungunu ne?
Yeah.
Yeah. All of that kind of stuff. It's another male kōrero.
Yeah.
So it's really because you have to think back, why was Tāmaki fought over so much? Why did those from the north want Tāmaki? Why did the colonials want Tāmaki? Why did other iwi come here and start fighting the iwi take? Oh, ko Wairare, oh, ko mātou, ko Ngāi Tai. Fighting us for all of our resources and whatnot. And we're a people of manakitanga. When we look back in our histories, we're more about manakitanga than we are about pakanga. We don't have too many wars and things, but what we are is we are aligning ourselves with whanaunga and supporting them and
Kia
their
ora.
pakanga.
Yeah. Kia ora.
So
Cool.
te pakanga Maui Naina, our tupuna went into tautoko that one. That was Pūrehu. He went into that one, and his son was He Taraka Takapuna. That's actually Jada's line.
Oh, yeah.
And many, and Maitane and many others, many of my other whānau, those are their lines. And those kōrero, connect to other spaces. Pūrehu built the pā in Parnell, the present-day Parnell, that was being fought over recently to stop having that artwork built in there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It was a memorial to Erebus.
Oh,
But our tupuna, our tupuna Pūrehu, he built that pā.
yeah.
And he was married to a wahine from Ngāti Whātua o Kaipara. And so kei reira te whanaungatanga,
Yeah.
tataki, orake, etc., etc. But back in the ancient times, Ngāi Tai were like the nomads, where you moved around all your different pā.
Yeah.
Follow
Yeah.
the seasons and you follow your kai.
That's how
Yeah.
all Māori were, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because we could, we did.
Yeah.
So maunga rei, rua pōtaka. Pōtaka is another one of our tipuna. Pōtaka mo i kāhira, tokorua ana tamariki, ko paritū, ko kūpapa, ko te kura ia whetū. Mai paritū mātou. Mai paritū ki Tāmaki te ao, kia te whatatau. I moe te whatatau kia te rau kohe kohe rawa ko te motu i tāwhiti no tōrere rawa tau.
I've heard that name, te rau kohe kohe. Yeah.
Kai reira na te hononga, kai wainga ia mātai.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So those kōrero, you know, there's connections everywhere and we honour our hononga to our whanaunga. But at the end of the day, we were already here. People arrived in our landscape and then we marry them, or they marry us, I should say.
Yeah.
Our hono with Tainui comes through Te Kete Ana Taua.
Oh, I mean.
And he took for wife, I guess, how else do we say it?
Yeah.
Didn't have marriages like they do today.
Yeah.
But e moe ai tā mātou kuia a hine matapaua. And from those two was their son Taihaua.
Ko ai anō tāna ingoa? Te tama...
Taihaua.
Ki te ana taua rawa ko...
Hine matapaua.
Hine matapaua. Ka puta mai ko kaiaua.
Ko Taihaua.
Taihaua, kia ora.
Taihaua.
Aye. Yeah, Taihaua. So we have anything Tai, we our name for each other, e tai. When we see each other, kia ora e tai. That's just a thing we're trying to, in our revitalisation of our people, getting them comfortable with their Ngāi Tai taonga me ki.
Yeah.
Nice.
Trying to have them understand how that, so another kōrero is he uri karoro inu tai.
Okay.
Nice.
We reference ourselves in that manner. So people accustomed to living by the sea, without it, we don't feel like we don't feel right. We need our moana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it sits alongside our tapuwae o tai kōrero.
Kia ora.
Yeah. Kia ora.
So,
Beautiful.
Man, I love that.
Yeah.
What do you love?
We started on the Tapuwae kōrero.
Yeah.
And we've gone all around, a bit of the whakapapa, a bit of the rohe, just from that one kōrero. But anyway, I just want to put the picture in my mind a bit more clearer. I know you've mentioned heaps of the places in Tāmaki where we'd find your iwi, but I know that you reach further down, sort of into the, what you call that, the Coromandel
Hauraki?
area? Hauraki area. Can you...
Is that the word you're looking for, Hauraki?
Yes, that's the word. So can you tell me where does your rohe extend to?
So from Te Arai out to Aotea?
Yeah. Aotea's in Great Barrier.
Aye.
Yep.
Pārira.
And then, so our people were living on Aotea before Ngāti Rehua came out there, and then they gave us a hiding and kicked us off. Engari, we went back. We're still there. We're still there to this day. We have great whanaungatanga between us. And, I don't mind talking about the days we got a hiding.
Oh, you have to.
Because, well, the thing is that, you had a good day in battle one day. You gave us a hiding and then move on.
Yeah.
Next. We lived at, as I said earlier, we lived in many places. Underneath the harbour bridge, there's Te Onewapa. We were the first inhabitants and the last. Kei Wainga, we got a bit of a hiding, moved off for a bit, but went back.
Yeah.
It's history. It's a part of the, kōrero of our people.
It's resilience.
I think too, just reflecting on what you said, and one that comes up often in iwi o te wiki, and I just want to highlight that again, the sense of where a iwi belongs. So that's a view that's been presented to us through Māori land courts.
Mm-hmm.
And when we say, where does your rohe finish and end? Well, it's not black and white.
Yeah.
And when there's epochs of a people's history where they've coexisted with other people, maybe assimilated each other, for want of a better, but that's pretty much it. But yet the Māori Land Court done a lot of damage to
all courts.
What you're talking about in your mind, and how we view land ownership and where we belong.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. Onewa pā.
Tried Te Onewapa, and so that's on the North Shore underneath the harbour bridge. On the opposite side is Te Oka.
Yes.
And interestingly,
Point Era,
we have a Aira.
Yeah.
And interestingly, we have a tipuna whose name is Te Oka.
Yeah. Well, I like that name.
You know, so we have a mokopuna today named Te Oka, and he works for us over on Te Motutapu.
Nice.
So, you know, the ingoa carry through the generations, and it's really important that those ingoa, you know, mau tonu, it's awesome. But, yeah, so Te Arai, so that's like Long Bay.
Yes.
Out to Aotea and down to this funky little town called Bowen Town. And so in the Hauraki narratives, when you hear the Hauraki tribes talk about the settling of Hauraki, they speak about it in 3 waves. The settlement in 3 waves, or arrivals in 3 waves. Ngāi Tai ki Tāmaki were in the first wave of settlement along with Ngāti Huarere, Ngāti Hako,
Yeah.
and a few others.
Yeah, tino kaumātua e rā iwi. Yeah.
And in the second wave, Marutuahu, te tangata.
Oh, yeah.
And and Weratu. So that's the understanding that we have of the kōrero. And of course the whanaungatanga, kei wainga ia mātou. So earlier I mentioned Te Kura ia Whetū, daughter of Pōtaka. And she married a fella from Ngāti Tamatera.
Kia ora.
And as a consequence, we have them coming out here over the centuries a lot, because obviously one of theirs lives here, present day Whitford, but for us is Tūranga. And so that's where they made home.
Kei whia tērā, that's one. Yeah, I've known most of the places you said, I've known, but except for Whitford.
Kei wainga botany me Maraetai.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You've got to come through it. If you're coming out our way up to Maraetai, you drive through there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming from either Manukau or Botany Way, you can come through Whitford.
Yeah.
Engari,
Tūranga.
Tūranga.
Yeah.
Tō mātou ingoa, mo tērā wāhi.
Kia ora.
Ko mangi ro, ko tūranga, ko wai, te awa kārehi.
Kia ora.
Na awa e toru. E rere ana ki ngā tai e rua. So yeah, it's interesting to me that the more that I share our kōrero, that people kind of awaken realising that Auckland isn't just a city, that kei konei tonu, you know, that ancient kōrero, the cultural landscape is still here.
Yeah,
Yes.
Well, that's exactly what I meant before, after you talked about all of those pūrako and tupuna and the battles and stuff around the Tāmaki area. You know, that's all news to me. And you know, my view is sort of prior is, you know, Auckland, that's Auckland City, that's that thing over there. But yeah, it's cool to know and be reminded that, yeah, there's this rich history there of heaps of different iwi and, it's not just one thing.
You know, there's very many layers, and that's the different layers of occupation, and it's important to not forget, and you know, for us as iwi, all of us iwi, you know, to be able to share our kōrero, because they have come in different waves and different layers. There's been intermarriages, and so Ngāi Tai just happens to be one of the earliest, if not the earliest. And that's why we refer to ourselves as the iwi take o Tāmaki Makaurau.
Nice.
Kia hoki au ki tō tupuna, I was going to say tō tātou, but I don't think ka heke au I a tai haua. Ko I rā te tupuna e whai ingoa nei a Ngāi Tai ki Tāmaki.
A Ngāti Tai.
I a Ngāti Tai,
Ngāti Tai.
I a Ngāti Tai I a tai haua. Te tamaiti, te kete ana taua, rāwa ko Erika.
Wait, where are we?
Te kete ana taua ka moi te wahine ko te kete ana tau I haere mai te wako o tainui engari ko te tangata whenua ko te iwi taketake nei e kia nei ko Ngāti Tai I nai nei ka moe te tai wahine no te whenua ko rātou te...
The pāua hine...
Hine matapāua. And before Hine matapāua was Huiarangi.
Yes.
So going back that way, back to Peretu, that way.
Iau.
Peretu, that's the name.
Back to Periti, yeah.
As you're talking about Auckland, imagine if, because this is what I do, imagine if what happened in Tāmaki happened at Te Kaha, and how, you know, Te Whānāpunu would be viewed, I would say, very differently, because there's a city there, eh? And it's an effort for people to contextualise when they're looking at the whenua, contextualise the concept of Māori living, because, you know, my pa's in the rurals, so is yours, but by the sea. But imagine if it happened at Te Kaha, and Tāmaki remained. You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, it's like that Israel Kamaka Viva Ole song is, it's just for a moment, a king and queen with all these others. How would they feel if they saw Hawaii? Could you just imagine if they looked around and saw highways and, you know?
Yeah.
So you have to, the cultural landscape and the whenua tūpuna, how it used to look.
Yeah.
And you gotta put those glasses on to use your imagination and just obliterate everything that's standing.
Yeah.
And time travel.
And what I know of it today, and kind of.
Well, you know, you can time travel in your mind with the pūrākau. Koina no te tikanga o te pūrākau.
Tika.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons we try not to say ko tai nui te waka, because in our kōrero, no konei mātou, no te whenua. But we have a tupuna, an earlier tupuna ko Manawa Tere.
Kia ora.
Nāna e umai, marunga tana huruhuru manu.
Kia ora.
Ki tētahi wāhi, tō mātou ingoa ko tū waka mana. Engari e nei ko Cockle Bay. Cockle Bay, that's over by Buckland's Beach area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buckland's Beach, kind of that wāhi.
Yeah.
One of our tino pā is there called Te Naupata.
Te Ngaupata.
Te Naupata, he momo rākau, he momo tipu. And we got the far end of Te Naupata returned to us as part of our treaty settlement. Te Waiarohia o Ngāi Tai. The Hauraki Golf course is on one end of it.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So none of us play golf as far as I know. But the archaeology is still very rich there, our kōrero,
Kia ora.
etc. So yeah, but and so for us now it's about kaitiakitanga to look after what's there and try to have more and more of it returned to us over time.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Well, we can only but try.
How toa popo? You know, and I'm not talking about, what do you? Kaua ko ngā whakaro e tai atu ato iwi entity pia. Hea o whakaro ki tō a popo mō Ngāi Tai?
Well, he kaimahi a hau mo te iwi. Mahi tai ao, kai te paupā kai mo te iwi.
Kia ora.
Maha o ngā pōtai māku e mau ana. E roto i taku mahi RMA tai ao. As tētahi kuia o te iwi, I'm now about trying to create the future footprints for our tamariki mokopuna to follow. The ones that I leave behind for them to take over. So building clear pathways for them, like he momo mapi. This is what we got to do going into the future. So the landfills here in Tāmaki, Makaurau, we have two of them within our rohe. One of them once stood our maunga Mātangi Nui.
Wow, yeah.
Wow.
And that was quarried away to make roading material for the airport. And it was quarried 50 feet into the whenua, and now he poke para.
Yeah.
Karoha.
But in about 9 or 10 more years, it will be ready for restoration. And so creating the plan for our people to grow the right plants, to restore that, what whenua is left, whenua tūturu, along with that para, to offset, to mitigate, to remediate all the para, all the fumes, the gases, any that might be left, and turn it into just a walking space. But we'll have an area just to one side for us to carry on doing that work, to look after that. That creates employment for our people. That keeps them connected to those pūrākau.
Yeah.
Hei kaitiake anō mo te whenua. That maunga that once stood there, Mātangi Nui, Our tipuna i aua wā used to be able to, hop in their waka and come right up to it. Toi te huatahi, we have a kōrero associated with that maunga. Toi te huatahi was said to have planted a grove of karaka trees i te pūtake o te maunga. And so kei reira te kōrero ngā kopi o toi. And so it's being able to make sure our future generations, our existing and future generations won't lose those kōrero, leaving them behind for them to follow. It's about trying to create employment at this point in time, trying to really create employment so that more of our people can feel they can come home.
Kia ora.
Many of our people have left Tāmaki because back in those times they were pushed out.
Yeah.
And then they, married into other iwi and have grown up with their other side of their whakapapa.
Yeah.
But because, as you said, Erica, there's just Auckland, it's that place, it's just a horrible city, rubbish traffic.
I didn't say it was horrible.
No, but everybody does. The horrible traffic, the this, the that. People don't have much nice to say about Tāmaki Makaurau or about Auckland. It's a place that people recognise for mahi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we want our people to recognise it as home.
Kia ora, there it is, boom.
It's home. It's their tūranga waiwai, hoki mai ki te kāinga. But we have to be able to create meaningful employment so they can afford to come home.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, kei reira. So that's the hard yards right now.
You bring up something that will resonate with a lot of our listeners who are maybe sort of in the same position as yourself or ourselves, and you want your whānau to come home, and they come home, and I've even seen it, e te ona marae konei, they build a papakainga, people come back, there's no jobs.
Yeah.
It's all relative, eh?
Yeah.
Te whenua, te mahi, te papakainga, te marae, te reo, ngā tikanga, mana motu ake. Yeah, but, yeah, great. Well, you're going to leave a great Tapuwae.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you've got to they can't look after themselves if they don't have the mahi. And so trying to create the mahi, the hope one day is, to build homes. In a past life, I was a property manager and looking after rental properties, and I keep thinking to myself, imagine if we had all those rental properties and we could just rent them to our own people, employ them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be so cool. But yeah, unfortunately, like a fine wine, these things take time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take time to develop.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit of an impatient kuia. I want it all yesterday. So
Well, you just, drive to Arija while you're making that wine. Oh, you got it. Well, I'm conscious of our footprints.
ai tikara.
As they creep along with, I think, engari, e waimari ana taringa o tira ngai taringa. Ko tōna rimatakau mano tāngata ka whakarongo ki tēnei punua pāho i a Wiki. Or maybe it's i a marama, or something like that anyway.
Yeah.
There's lots of people anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he takoha nui tēnei.
Ai.
I pai ki au, te Māori o tō ki au. And koutou tātou, anei. And this is where I've had little deliberations with my good friend Rangi Mātā Mua. He wā mo te tuku i te mātauranga, he tāngata anō e tika ana ki te whiwhi e tahi mātauranga. Anā ko ki au kia koutou tātou kato mā te puna pāho nei. Mai moa tia ngā kōrero e puta ana, look after but you don't get it all.
Yeah.
And it was a nice little reminder to myself and to everybody else when I ki mai tō tātou rangatira i te wane, we don't share that kōrero, eh?
Yeah.
So, and kei tēnā iwi, kei tēnā hapu, kei tēnā whānau, āna anō kōrero ka waiho mō tētahi tokoiti.
Yes. Yeah.
He okotahi rānei no te tokoiti. And the okotahi is even a smaller group than a tokoiti. So, thank you.
The chosen
and
ones.
Ko tētai kōrero a tētai o mātou kau mātou koro iwi, taonga whiwhia, taonga rawea. So, look after the treasures you get. And ngā taonga ko whakawhiwhia mai e koe ki a mātou marunga i a taringa tēnei ka mihi ake. I'm not wrapping right up because now you're going to do a solo and sing us a Meanes Ngāi Tai song.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not that maki whara.
You might be able to share a couple of lines from your ngeri.
He pātere tēnā.
Oh, is it?
Ai, he pātere, and it was actually written by Duru.
Okay.
We were sitting at the marae in a dock hui, and I was giving him some kōrero about our kōrero ki konei, because he didn't grow up here, so he's not really familiar with all of our kōrero. So, and then he was like, give me a paper, and gave him a paper, and then he said, right, because he was, draw me a map. He goes, draw me a map of where these are. And then next thing I know, he's sitting there and he's typing out this pātere. And to this day, none of us can keep up with his timing. Te re rawa katoa ia, and where...
Probably he can't either now. Because I have the same problem. Oh, neat.
So he wrote this pātere for us, and I can't do it on my own because it's the ha required. And,
I know all about pāteres.
Yeah. And so it starts with our maunga, pere atu taku pere I kohu nui, kawe au, ki pere tū, he ngāngara he tipua o Tāmaki makaurau. And this is the e-i.
Yeah.
Yeah, e-i. Pere atu taku pere ki runga o umupuia, titi taku pere ki te Waitematā, parati nui te moana o pere tū, e. Pere atu taku pere, ka tau te paunui o pere tū, he pō nui ki runga te mautere. Pere atu taku pere, parati nui te wai o pere tū, hei haroi te raho para o pere tū, ai, hi au e, e. Yes, that's a very doo-doo style.
Cool.
That's cool.
Eki Duru, look, and he might be listening to this one. Is he your cousin or your uncle or your auntie?
My cousin.
Yeah.
No, I'm his cousin.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, and it goes on. Yeah, now, pere atu taku pere, ki te pāo pere tū, ka tau titi atu ki runga o takapuna e. Pere atu taku pere, ka kauhoi atu I te awaro o pere tū. Pere atu taku pere, ki runga o rangi toto, ko ngā pona toru o pere tū,
cool.
E pōhiri mai ana, haere mai, ki runga o Ngāi Tai, ko ngā uri o pere tū, he ngārara, he tipua, hei.
Cool. That is so cool.
Pere atu taku pere I kohu nui, kawe au ki pere tū, he ngārara he tipua o Tāmaki makaurau e. Pere atu taku pere ki runga o umupuia, titi taku pere ki te Waitematā, parati nui te moana o pere tū e. Pere atu taku pere, ka tau te paunui o pere tū, he pōnui ki runga te mautere. Pere atu taku pere, parati nui te wai o pere tū, he horo I te raho para o pere tū, ai, hi au e. Pere atu taku pere, ki te pāo pere tū, ka tau titi atu ki runga o takapuna e. Pere atu taku pere, ka tau hoe atu I te awaro o pere tū e. Pere atu taku pere, ki runga o rangi toto, ko ngā pona toru o pere tū, e pōhiri mai ana, haere mai, ki runga o Ngāi Tai, ko ngā uri o pere tū, he ngārara, he tipua he.
Tēnā koe, thank you so much for sharing that.
Te ora mai.
Taking us on a bit of a journey, teaching us about, the maunga tūturu and some of the original names for the different areas around Tāmaki makaurau and beyond. Like I said earlier, I learnt heaps. Because, as I already said, for me, it's, like you mentioned too, Auckland's that place for mahi. And it's really good to know that there's a rich layers of culture underneath it. So thank you for bringing that to my attention, and no doubt many others.
No, tēnā pai. And I suppose just in the whakaro of whanaungatanga, when I think about Tainui, Te Arawa, the Otahuhu portage, all those kinds of kōrero that are already in the landscape.
Kia ora.
But those kōrero, you know, in terms of their time amongst Ngāi Tai, when they come into our end of Tāmaki in the southeastern end, you know, they come into a place called Waipokaia, Whakakaiwhara, we ended up naming the whenua, the pā there, to remember that their time amongst us, because e kaia nei e rātou I te whara.
Yeah.
Mai te kie e tēnā momo kai.
Yeah.
And they came into Waipokaia to shelter from the winds from the present day Tāmaki Strait. And they stayed amongst us, well, you know, on our whenua out here. They stayed with us, then they went across to Waiheke. They left their toka-mauri, tikapa. They left the toka-mauri over there. They come back through the strait and they ended up going into Mangi Roa and spending time amongst our whānau there, our hapu there. I mai hoki ki tētahi wāhi a te Waio Maru whenua, and marama planted aute there. And so there's all these other kōrero that don't get spoken about or haven't been like blasted out there. And I had the privilege of taking, was it Te Paikaka, one of the rōpū from Te Paikaka, jumped on the bus with them and took them to a few sites. Present day te pane o Horoiwi, engari kia mātou, ko Whakamuhu, te pane o Whakamuhu.
Oh, yeah.
Whakamuhu is the wife, it was her whenua, Horoiwi took her for wife.
Yeah.
But his name ended up replacing her, that was her whenua.
He was on Tainui, Horoiwi.
Aira,
Yeah.
Horoiwi hotiroa e Taikehu. And so, you know, our kuia was replaced, for all intents purposes, by the Tainui kōrero.
Yeah.
You know, so get to take them and share these kōrero. So I feel particularly aroha for our tupuna kuia, our tupuna whaia, and want to restore their mana, their ingoa, their time amongst us. You know, I want to restore that to our kōrero.
Kia ora. Well, there's a lot of restoration that's happened in this episode.
Kia ora.
And I just want to quickly say, I composed a pātere for a kapahaka in Tāmaki Makaurau, and I gained a huge respect for the layers. And that's when I first learnt about Ngāi Tai or Ngāi Tai. And the biggest challenge to me was what to put in and what to leave out, and have it, and then have it competition ready as well. So I was getting told, no, it's got to be 2.5 minutes, Brown, and I think I came in at 3.5 minutes. And that was doing it at my pace.
Yeah.
But it's not about me, but what I was getting at when I composed that pātere was for te wakahuia. So I was 20 when I composed that. Yeah, and that's what opened my eyes up to Tāmaki.
Right.
And now, I used to be like that, because I used to go out park, be down 4th Street, go up K-Raid, you know, and it wasn't until I did the pātere, and then we went to some of the places, throughout Tāmaki, and then I penned it. And, that was a behemoth of a task to decide what was going to be in and what was, because I wanted to be respectful to all the kōrero there.
Yeah.
The Ngāi Tai kōrero, Waiohua, Aitanga, Maki, Ngāti Whātua, Ngāti, all of it. Te Arawa, Tainui, Mātātua, Wairaka.
Oh my gosh.
Where you've been to, and that is te tāhua. Koe ra ki au tētai take e makaurau tia nei te whenua.
Ai.
Haunga, you know, he wahi a tāhua.
Tika.
It actually is. It's beautiful.
Ki te koe i nā moana e rua, you got the, right there. Anyway, kei te pū kōrero o Ngāi Tai e mihi aki ana. Te wahatu takatau a tō kuia te whakamuhu. Ka ora ia koe a koutou. O tira i a Taringa, he āwhina tanga kei konei ki te āwhina i o moe moe a mou mō Ngāi Tai. Mō naia nei, he ki Tapuwae ki te apōpō. Nō rere, mihi ake ana, o tira, kei ngā kai Whakarongo. Me he Ngāi Tai, koutou, tēnā koutou, anei tahi kōrero, hei tautau anō hoki a koutou ki te whaiwhai, ki te hoki rānei ki tō koutou kāinga, ki Tāmaki makaurau, anei ki te whakatīnana i ngā moe moea, ōna o tō tātou rangatira o te wānei, o tira o koutou mātua tūpuna, o tātou mātua tūpuna, nō re mihi ake ana. Pai mārire.
Kia ora.
Tēnā kōrua.
Tēnā koe.
Hei kona!
Bit whakarongo, bit kari. Gather up close, everybody, buddy. Taringa. Yeah, tahuri mai ki yo. Whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako. Kōrero flowing out the hook of force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds. Kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā kona whakapiri mai ki te. Kaupapa tino whakahira. Whakarongo pi kari mai. Hare mai, o Taringa, hare mai. We gotta gather up close, everybody. Gather up close, everybody. Kani move that body. Kani move that body.
Taringa, he mea tuku nā te wānanga o Aotearoa. Nā te māngai pāho me irirangi te motu I tautoko. To listen to more episodes, search for us on your podcast app and subscribe, or follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Taringa, whakarongo mai.